All right, let's move on to spheres. A little bit tricky. Well, it's simple, but not always easy to draw a sphere, because you got to draw a good circle to get the sphere shape. Very simple, that it's just a circle. That's all we have to draw. How do you draw a good circle? Practice, practice, practice. You might try, like I did with the ellipse, hovering your hand over until you feel like you've got a pretty good circle shape down, and slowly bring your paper around. Seldom do I get it the first time. Sometimes I get lucky. But if I go around until I feel like I have a good circle in there, and then I can stop and then trace out that good circle shape, I can identify a circle easier than I can draw a circle. So once I have enough lines on there, it's a little shaky, but not too bad. All right. Shading. Shadings, like the cone, is the difficult part of this. We have the light from one side and the darkness here, and you get a little bit of gradation from light to dark here. Here I have a particular hot spot right here. How do I make that look that way if I want to? Well, I'm going to use a curve shading stroke. I'm going to move my pencil in a curved way. So I'm going to go dark on this side. My light source is over here. And I'm going to slowly work my way across with lighter pressure, and it's difficult. Ideally, we want to shade without showing the lines. I can smear those things away as I go, and we start getting a nice gradation. For the in-between values, I could use my pencil on the edge. And notice how I'm wrapping it around. It's not just a straight line, like on the cylinder. I have to kind of do a curved shading stroke. And I can just keep working that until I feel like it's a good gradation. I don't want any sudden jumps from one value to another. I want to put the shadow that it casts, if it's sitting on the ground like that, it works out pretty good. If I want to maybe do the whole thing a little bit with a lighter value, a darker value, and then maybe a hot spot like I had there, I could just use my eraser to see a little reflective spot. That works out pretty good. We'll want to draw 5 of those and shade them fully, and then we'll move on to partials.